The following program is brought to you by the Realm of Collectors. Please stand by and take your seats.
Good evening, and welcome to Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. If you would please kindly take your seats, the show will begin momentarily.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another Friday. It's another episode of Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. I'm your host, Nick Brammer, and we got the full cast this week.
Dude, finally.
Reunited!
Yay!
Feels so good!
I actually titled the show Reunited and All Is Well.
That's
man, this is
cool.
the first time all five of us have been together in a month.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a lot of shit going on.
Pat's been busy. Rob's been kicked in at work.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But I got my overtime back. So
Yeah, there you go,
that's
dude.
cool.
And you got enough
Well,
Gundam to last you till
I'll be-
2027.
Are you kidding me? That
I
shit
know,
will last me
what
through this
the
weekend.
hell?
Yeah,
Hobby Town.
Dude, every time I turn around,
dude, for real, man.
Dude, just
every time I turn around, he's posting a fucking pic of a stack of boxes. I'm like, Jesus
Yeah, he's
Christ,
like,
Rob,
I went up there for some salad.
Going back for more.
No joke, they did something
Yeah,
like
man.
10 grand in just Bandai sales in
How much of it was you?
Nine.
No
I know,
comment.
right? You're like half of it.
You were minimum 10% of that fucking haul.
Hey, Rob's just,
Based on
Rob's
the
just
number of
crazy,
boxes
dude.
you posted.
he's just been buying himself birthday presents, man. Just practicing some self-care.
Hey.
I
I've
practice
had a
self-care.
serious lack of Hobby Town for like the last 2 months. I had to make up for lost time.
There's
Yeah,
this,
I
there's
stopped
this
in-
thing called the internet that you can order things off of, Rob.
Yeah, but you know, it's kind of, but it's fun
local.
to go there. Yeah, but it's no, hold on, Rob. I'll defend you on this. It's fun to go there and look at all the kits though, and be able to see them and shit, and it's kind of awesome, dude. I do. It has its place. You know what I'm saying? I
Do you
like
realize-
doing that too.
About 75% of what I bought was like impulse buys.
Yeah, dude, that's what I was gonna say. Man. I'm like, I will be way more likely to even
That's-
spend more like than something is online if I see it in person. You know, I'll just be like, fuck it, it's right here. You know.
Yeah.
You guys
And the
have
ones that weren't impulse
no
buys?
restraint.
Fuck no.
Nope.
Nah, he's man.
No, I
He's
don't,
just
man.
buying
When I
it.
see
He's
it in
just picking
person,
shit
I
up.
Do what?
Yeah, that's all
I'll
right.
be buying whole Black Series waves, and I don't even collect Black Series anymore. I'm like, oh, they got the whole thing here. You know?
That's awesome.
He's dumb. He's dumb.
Oh shit! Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Are we gonna do intros? We just play Bogot
Yeah.
intros.
Go ahead, where you at on the internet?
Oh, Facebook. Who was it go? Who, are you going or am I going? Who's going?
Josh is going.
Josh, you go.
Yeah, I'm back.
Woo! And that backdrop is looking dope.
Yeah, it'll get
Yeah,
there.
dude.
It'll get there.
Yeah.
You can find me on Facebook under my regular name, Pissing People Off. And you know what? Today I posted a picture. It's like, this is a picture of the Earth before your opinion and after. No changes. I
Yeah,
don't
that
give a
was funny.
fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Profiles are linked there. As for other shows, you can catch me every Friday on the All Queued Up podcast with my friend Greg. We published a new episode today. It was late, about an hour ago, but it was published. Technically, it's before midnight. It's still Friday. And then you can catch me on this very channel on Wednesday, every other Wednesday, on Figure Banging with Ace and JD and Brink. And this week we looked at Siege Jetfire because Ace didn't get anything in the mail. Cool figure.
That was funny, man. That was funny.
And then, of course, every Friday night, as long as everything's going okay, with you cats here. And I'm happy to be here and looking to have a good time.
Happy to have you back. Missed you.
I missed
Yeah, buddy.
Missed you.
I missed me too. I missed you guys too.
And as a bonus, we get to see the big shit-eating grin, too.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. Hey, I no longer have a fucking shithole of a room that I'm embarrassed by. I mean...
Yeah, the new spot's dope, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Shaped up nicely.
I like you got the shelving up that ready with this, and you're getting there. It's not bad, man. Looks tight.
I may be mildly jealous of that Castle Grayskull, too. That's pretty fucking awesome.
Oh, it's immensely awesome. It's beyond pretty fucking.
Yeah.
I missed that whip.
Josh never wanted to not blow smoke up his own ass. I love it.
Have ass will blow smoke.
He's not modest.
Among other things.
But,
Hey, Russ, I think Ned said you got a fat head, just for the record.
I do totally. It's a big fucking pumpkin head, and look, I got this fat down here. I used to be really thin down here, and now I got this big fat thing. It's almost like my chin disappears. It's terrible, dude. Oh god,
I put on a good COVID-10 at least.
Dude, me too, man. We're close to it. Close to it.
I'm like the fucking chinless wonder. Look, it's gone.
Yeah.
Imagine your chin disappears.
5 pounds heavier than the last time I got on the scale yesterday.
Oh,
last time I got on the scale was March 5th or something, dude. So I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, man. I was sitting around.
Man, I don't know what all your problem is. I'm on that Sutton Transport fitness plan.
Yeah, dude, Robin's withering away to nothing. Meanwhile,
dude,
he's just sending all the weight to me.
Since TFCon, I've dropped about 70 pounds.
Holy shit.
That's unreal. That's unreal, dude.
You.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's awesome, dude. God damn, good for you, man. You lost a child. It's great.
I lost both of Sam's kids.
Yeah,
the whole Sam,
incredible, dude.
I'm about half of
Shit,
it.
dude. You gotta respect that, man. That's good, dude.
Yeah, it's all that food stuck in it.
Yeah, if Sam didn't have the beard, that's about what he would weigh.
Yeah.
the beard weight. That's what you can do, Sam. If you want to lose some weight, cut that motherfucker off.
It's all the food. It's all the food stuck in it.
Oh God, saving for later.
Hey, it's a built-in lunchbox.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
What else
dude.
is you gonna do in the wilderness?
Yeah, for real, man. You guys are gonna be starving. I'm eating chicken wings from 2017.
That's right.
Oh, let's be honest. You're not going to live long enough in the woods to starve, man.
No, I wouldn't, man. I'd be like, there's too many fucking bugs. I'm ending it.
Yeah. Seems like I'm out. Bud.
All right.
Or a random ego would pick you up thinking you were a mouse.
Yeah. I'd be susceptible.
Russell, where are you at on the internet?
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Here every Friday night. I think I'm gonna try to put a video up on my YouTube channel at some point this week. I'm gonna try to put something up. I haven't put anything up forever. I might show my ass or something. I don't know. They'll probably boot me again. It's okay. But what the hell? What's life without a little asshole show? It's all good. Anyway. But
wait, what was that question? What's life what?
Without a little asshole showing.
I thought you liked to show the other side.
Boring. That's what it is.
Well, Rob, I can't do that anymore, Rob. They're really getting sensitive about that. They're like, you show your penis one more time, we're sending the FBI to see you.
There are other options besides YouTube.
Yeah, Russ, you should get an OnlyFans account, dude.
Yeah.
Ah,
But
yeah.
YouTube is like, but YouTube is the fun one. I don't know. Like it's like, oh, everyone goes, oh, I'm going to tune in and watch Russ rant about Takara. Penis. No, I'm saying.
No,
Yeah, dude, you get.
you have to use your YouTube channel to put out those little teaser vids and link over to your OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
It's that brand marketing.
Yeah. And then bitch about Takara, but just be doing it naked on your bed and Anna will film it.
But the other thing too is I like to watch my. I like to watch my own
Filming it
videos, so I like.
He'll be filming it, and he'll have to record a voiceover later because he's going to be there ass up with a ball gag in his mouth.
Hey.
Yeah.
Jesus, Josh, you're turning me on. Stop.
And then anytime somebody says fans toys, you got to helicopter that bitch.
Russ can't helicopter it. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh God.
Maybe one
Hey,
little
fuck
RC
you,
helicopter.
okay? I might be able to. Hey.
Look, it's a radio control Russ.
Okay.
Oh,
God, Josh, you're so fucking mean. Oh my God. Anyways,
I'm an asshole.
so
That's what I do.
That's true. He is an angry little asshole pirate. That's great. Hey. Who's next?
Rob.
Thank
Weird
God.
Life of Rob
Go,
everywhere but Facebook. Hiding from Facebook because it's a fucking travesty right now.
It is, dude. It is.
And
It is, man.
shout out to my second home, Hobbytown, just because they're awesome. Hobbytown, Appleton.
Hey,
I
you're
don't
paying
work
their
there.
rent, dude.
I give them money to be there.
Yeah, dude.
They
People do
just-
think you work there.
They just need to put you a bed in the back and say, fuck it, you live here now.
They threaten.
Yeah.
I mean, they would have to give visitation to
damn.
your wife and kids, though. I mean,
Well,
That's crazy,
I mean,
dude.
my kids build kits too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but are you buying any of those for your kids?
Fuck yeah.
He did. He does. They actually
Oh,
all
yeah.
build.
No, did you buy? So you did buy. So you're not going to build all those kids. There are some for the kiddies.
Like one each.
That's
I-
nice
I-
of you.
Oh no, I bought them like that MG Dynamis that was in the one picture. That's Ian's.
Yeah,
You already got the Dynamis,
dude,
though, don't you?
that's really
Well,
funny
yeah.
because that's a build that I've been wanting to do because I've been told it's so good. It's so awesome. So
Fucking great.
I've been wanting to do it. I don't know. I'm gonna go find it. See, my hobby town doesn't have the stock that yours does, man. Mine's kind of lacking a little bit. It has a little bit of stuff, but not a lot. It's got mostly high grade kits. Has very little, hardly any real grade, and maybe a few master grade.
It's got those
So-
small boys.
I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, high grades are great. I'm not mocking them or nothing. They're good kits. It's just
Some are good.
if you
Some
want to
are
find
bad.
it, yeah. But you can say that about master grade kits too. Some of them are
Yeah.
good. Some are
Yeah.
same as real grade.
Some of them are old, man.
I'm about ready
But,
to
it's-
fucking beat my head against the wall on this 00. I've had to fix so much of it. I was kind of shocked actually because the Dynamis was so fucking good.
Is that a recent
Yeah.
one?
No, the 00's been out for
About 5
6
or 6
years?
years. Yeah.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
dude. When I first got into it, I got like the version 3 of the Grandpa Gundam, and then I got a master grade
Ooh.
Zaku, thinking that was gonna be like on par, and I was like, "What is this shit?" Like when I got the Zaku, I was like, "This is like
well.
so."
It all
different.
depends on which Zaku you got because
It
the
was,
Zaku 2 is really good.
The Zaku
It was.
too.
It had like it had like the inner skeleton still, but it wasn't like on the level of the RX-78 that I put together. And I thought,
You probably got the RE100 version then.
yeah, I had to look in the box. I don't know if I have it, but yeah, because I just remember being surprised, like, what? This is just like seemed like a big difference, you know?
Yeah, and that RX 3.0 is so fucking good.
Yeah, that thing's awesome.
I need to get
So,
that.
Sam,
Yeah,
where are you
That's
at
awesome,
on the internet?
dude.
Oh, I'm Insta Sam89 on Instagram. Sam meeting the groups here every Friday night. Where you at, Nick?
Y'all know me.
Creeping.
No.
He's creeping in the back.
Creeping everywhere.
Like literally, all
Nowhere
we
to
can
be
see from
found.
him is like this. He keeps creeping down below his fucking name tag.
Dirt McGirt,
Dude,
baby.
you should do the whole show with just your eyes showing above your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stay right there.
Dirty McGirty. I love it. That's creepy as fuck. Don't do that.
And then you gotta do the creepy voice.
Baby, I
saw,
got your
Yeah,
money.
baby.
saw Matt Hurd asking in the chat,
Baby.
where do you even find the Gundam cartoons? It's a good question. If you have Netflix and Hulu, you can catch quite a few series, actually. The two best, I think, are available on both, or available on Hulu, because Double O is considered one of the best, and Iron Blooded Orphans is considered one of the best. Netflix does have Iron Blooded Orphans. That's my personal favorite.
That's mine too. What I've seen so far.
Hulu's got that one, Double O, 8th MS Team. They got the Origin OVA.
That's the best one, man.
They got Wing. Unicorn's also on Netflix, and
I think
there's
it's
a
on
couple
both.
others. Yeah, I think it's on both. There's a couple others on Hulu, but yeah, there's a good assortment. If you didn't know where to start, most of those are standalone continuities that aren't part of the main Universal Century timeline. Like, for instance,
Unicorn, I think, is the
Double O.
only one.
So how was Gundam versus Hello Kitty? The only one I could find is subbed.
Nick can't read.
I don't
Because it hasn't
know.
been dubbed yet.
While preparing for a tea party, Hello Kitty receives a distress signal.
Oh, is that a
from
real
Carl.
thing, Nick? I thought
Yeah,
you were
She
just-
travels to the
Dude,
Universal
wow.
Century
Yes.
timeline to help Amuro Ray and the Gundam end the 1 year war.
I guess that's the Gundam equivalent of like a My Little Pony Transformers crossover, like on that
Dude.
same level.
No shit, this
Mm.
stuff is selling like mad.
Oh yeah, dude. I bet people.
Here, Josh, pop the screen up real quick.
Let me get over there because I'm
love it.
near. Sorry, I had to do that shit.
You're fucking awesome. I love it, dude.
Well,
Fucking
yeah,
great.
that's
Awesome.
you're just now figuring
Hey,
that out.
don't get cocky half leg.
Oh my God, look at that, man.
That's all good.
Yeah, it's a total thing.
Where we live in, dude.
Total thing.
What the fuck?
And that shit
I'm
sells
telling
out
you,
as
dude.
fast as it comes in stock.
Nice.
That's great.
Nick, hey
man.
Nick, that's what we need to
Build
get
that
on,
shit,
man. What are we doing?
Yeah, right.
Too much of that
Millions of
shit.
dollars.
Too much
Yeah.
of that shit.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why we
good.
getting on the
Brilliant.
spawn shit. Getting on the spawn shit. Making us $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
$1 million.
We might come on the show every once in a
Oh,
while.
man.
From our, we'll go live from our yacht.
Far. Wherever you are, near.
Oh shit! Jesus Christ, dude!
So weird.
Oh my god!
Oh my
What's
God.
up with everybody, man? What's everybody
Motherfucker, I've
doing?
had too many beers for them kind of shenanigans already tonight.
Brilliant, dude!
Ugh.
Fucking brilliant. He is
If
a
I tried to do
brilliant
that
guy.
shit, I would end up on my ass right now.
I mean,
Oh,
I
are you
would- I
reached
would
that point where you
enjoy
try to?
seeing that.
If you, yeah, he likes watching people fall back in their chairs. It's good.
Dude, I like watching anybody fall. If you remember when Rob was my personal rickshaw driver, he ended up falling and busting his ass the first time he did it.
Oh,
Dude, that
jeez,
was
Rob.
fucking hilarious.
That was awesome.
He's like, oh. He's like, look, Rob fell out.
I was sad there were no rickshaw moments at TFCon Reston.
No wheelchair, man.
Yeah. I only use it as it like replaced my computer chair, you know, because I wear the leg everywhere,
Yeah.
as you can see. There's the leg, but I just use it as my computer chair. It doesn't leave this room.
Nice. I didn't have a chance to get that lit up at TFCon Reston either, so
No,
Jesus
you were
Christ,
busy
dude.
working Henny's booth.
Oh,
Yep.
man. Man, I've been kind of bumming about that. So there's been, like through all this shutdown and quarantine, everything, I've been pretty optimistic, or I've made myself have a good attitude about it, right? But there's two things, man. So there's like this Memorial Day like carnival thing that they have here in town, and it's just like a block over from my house, and it's like always at the end of the school year, and it's just like a fucking blast. Like me and Jackie will go up and like take the kids, and we just party our asses off for like the whole day and like for the whole weekend, because it goes like. And so that's not happening. That was like the first time I was really like, man, this sucks. It's like I get it and everything, but I was like, man, it still sucks. I'm missing that. And then it's been thinking about TFCon, and man, it's like I just don't think that it's gonna happen, man. Not in a way that I don't know. I don't want it to be, we're letting 20 people in the dealer room at a time, and I don't know, man, because it's like we could still congregate everywhere else, but if it's still like is rampant, like people aren't being able to travel and stuff, is it even worth doing? Like I don't know. So I guess
what are you talking about traveling, asshole? You're like an hour there.
Well, dude, that's what I'm saying. But it's like me going up there's no problem. But if I'm not going up there for the show, I go there to hang out with you guys. But if no one else is able to come, there's no point in me going.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
There's no one else in the crew that's going to be there, or if there's not going to be.
I don't even think it's going to happen with them pushing Toronto to September. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, because do you think they would move it even farther back, like into the winter time?
I think they would move it into March, and just
flip.
I mean, shit. I probably could. I don't know. That would be. It would depend on timing for me, but. But yeah, man, that has been some shit I've been thinking about, man. Sucks, but it's like whatever, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, I know they pushed DairyCon back to September, and now there's questions of if we're even going to be able to do that.
How's it looking in Wisconsin, man? Is it bad there? Or?
Fuck no.
Good, man.
Well, the only place in Wisconsin. Is in Milwaukee, right? It's got the most people, right?
Yeah, but even that, it's not hit that hard, considering how big Milwaukee is and how few cases they actually had.
Well,
I mean,
it's weird.
Fucking city.
It's so weird that some places are faring way better than others. It's really strange to me. I'm trying to understand it.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if it's because you got some places where people are stupid. I don't know.
Yeah,
well, there's stupid people in every town.
Yeah, I think Russ.
The denser your population, the more rapid you're going to have a spread, though.
Yeah, Milwaukee.
My county, there's not even 15,000 people in my county. Not even 1,500 in my town.
Wow.
This is like the only county in the state that still doesn't have a confirmed case. Because we're so spread out and we're isolated, we're not near a lot of things.
I think if New York would have went on lockdown, because I was reading something there, like if they would have done it even a week earlier, it wouldn't have been like anywhere near what it was. I think that's like with Milwaukee, Rob. I think like they went into lockdown at the right time. You know what I mean? So it's
what fucked Milwaukee was a group of cruisers that came back. And they hit Milwaukee and Fond du Lac. So
yeah,
and then the one up in Green Bay, it's a Chinese-owned meat packing plant that. Their management came over from overseas and fucked the place up a bit.
Yeah, dude. So I was talking to someone I went to high school with. She's a teacher in Missouri, and it's like she's in a rural area because we're like our district. They're like we're starting in August, but we're gonna start off like with remote learning or whatever, unless there's like some big change before then. And I was asking her because she's in a rural area. I just wanted to see what it's like, and she said they're starting summer school in June, like in person, and just rolling with her. I was like, wow, damn, good for you. Like that's like I wish we could do that, but it's interesting, because it's like Missouri's 15 minutes for me, but then like where she's at in Missouri is like 2 hours for me, and it's just like so different, just from city to city, county to county.
Yeah, shit, I drive from my house to work, and it's like a complete culture shock.
Yeah, man.
Because Fox Valley, like the Appleton Oshkosh area, you get like basically everything from Green Bay all the way through Fond du Lac is one city. It's just separated by
Yeah,
imaginary borders.
Yeah, that's what it is, and like this, that's like what the St. Louis area is like, because it's like if you live in that area, a lot of people there. It's like I'm just from St. Louis because that's what people know, but really, it's like the
like
different
when Walt
north.
says he's from Chicago.
Yeah, and he's from Arlington Heights. Hey,
That motherfucker's from like North Lake or Gurney or some shit.
shout out to Walter.
Yeah,
I love
man.
Walter.
Yeah,
I saw
man.
Walter. I'll never forget this. I saw that dude light a cigarette. We were in a hangout, and he lit a cigarette in his sleep, man.
That is the most Walt thing I have ever heard.
He had, it was like you could tell that he had like just dozed off, and he was like holding his phone to where it could still see him, and he was like he's snoring, and then he's like.
Fucking beautiful, dude.
It was
That was
funny,
beautiful.
man. Walter's a funny dude, man. That's a funny dude.
Yeah, he's awesome,
nothing
man.
will ever stop seeing him try his 6'5" ass try to get out of my
get in your car, dude. And I like how in our group chat, like he'll just randomly send a football emoji. Like no matter what we're talking about, like it's be like, oh, this happened at work today, and then Walt's like football emoji, and I'm out for another week.
Random football emoji. That's it. That's funny.
Like,
Because that
Dude.
chat was
Oh,
started as
God.
like a football chat
Yeah.
at first.
And he's like, I'll see you guys next Tuesday. And then he's like dips out and does God knows what.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I will.
Oh.
That's the only reason I give him a hard time. I like that. That's a good dude.
Oh, he's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a good dude, man.
Oh man.
He's a good guy.
Oh, shit.
I'm just gonna have to go down there for TFCon Chicago so we can see if we can stuff him in my car again.
Chicago.
Dude, I'll put him in mine too. Just to see it. Dude,
It's gonna be the rotating Walter.
Nick, what'd you think about those Marvel Legends reveals today, man?
The Green Goblin is messy as fuck.
Is what?
Messy as fuck. Did you see
Yeah,
them
dude,
eyes?
I'm not crazy about that, man. I get the appeal of it, but I wish they would have just done either like a glossy gold on the eyes or just a solid color. I don't like what they did with like the.
Yeah.
Here, let me look that. Let me look that up, dude, because it kind of was
Yeah.
like they try to do like cell shading or something.
I don't know. I just know the face looks fucking weird to me, dude. That's all I'm gonna say. It looked weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just looks strange. But yeah,
It's supposed to be the animated one. It's supposed to be
maybe that's
hairy,
why it looks weird
Oh, okay,
because
okay.
it's peculiar looking.
but it looks like shit. It's a piece of shit.
Piece of shit. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that, dude. I like the boxes because like so that was the first of like the X-Men stuff was like a little bit before my time. I was probably like 3 and 4 when that came out, but the Spider-Man stuff was like, okay, I'm looking at it now, Nick. They just did like pupils on his eyes. Yeah, so it's like it wasn't a cartoon. I'm not crazy about that. But I think if you don't have a Green Goblin, you can get that and paint him. It comes with the Norman Osborn,
Probably.
which is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
repaint the eyes if they're
Yeah, that would be easy. Well, dude, I'm looking at this
Yeah.
Gwen Stacy. She's got some long ass fingers on her right hand, dude. It looks crazy. It's like a Gwen
Like, are they-
Stacy. There's
Well, are
long
they supposed
ass
to be?
fingers, man. Looks like
Are
she's
they
out
supposed to
here
be some kind of
tapping walls or something.
Are they supposed to be some kind of effect finger or something like
She
that?
shouldn't
Like some
do
kind of
anything.
weird, like.
She's just holding her trapper keeper, man.
Yeah. Hey, Nick, she ain't dropping that thing, dude. She's
No.
That's hilarious.
got a good grip on it.
Is it a Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper with Joe Exotic on the cover?
But yeah, so we're
Speak
getting
of
old
the
man.
devil and he appears. We were just talking about you, Walt. What's up?
Walter.
Oh, it's the
What's
man.
up, Walt? Crazy motherfucker. How
But yeah, that head for that old man Hawkeye is gonna leave me doing like 50 million customs, and I don't know what they are yet, but I
Oh my
know that
God,
I'm
dude, I
gonna
know.
need
But well, it definitely looks like you can use it for a lot of. I don't know. It looks generic to me, but that's probably why.
Yeah, that's why, man. So I
That's
got
probably why it works. But
Yeah, but there's
like. Oh, go ahead.
no.
What
I'm
are you
just
saying
saying,
there?
there's so many like there's so many different things you can use that head for.
Sure, I
That's a
imagine
head
so.
like a lot of like toy photography people like, because it could just like be like some random goon in the background, you know. Like,
Let me see this shit.
I'm praising Hasbro for like this War Machine.
Yo.
It's like one of the $30 ones with all the effect parts. Like that's just how you can tell that they're like paying attention to kind of like what people are doing as far as like toy photography and stuff goes. And then also like they're putting out the AIM Soldier. It's like an army builder, but it's only $15, you know, which I think's cool.
Yeah.
You know, so if people want to stock up, they could do that for a little bit cheaper. Don't have to hunt them down in a wave. So I think they're listening to people, man. They got their ear to the ground, so that's good. And then they got
that roadie fucking head. He looks like he's been up for 4 days.
Hell yeah, hey man, it's
Dude, roadie.
Tony to bed on time.
Yo, roadie ain't going to bed in no time soon.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Jesus.
And then
I'm one of the few people that actually likes Daredevil's armor.
oh, dude, I like it too. I just like the look. I'm not as familiar with the story, but I think the look is fucking dope, dude. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it is. I always liked that as a kid.
And then they got the Apocalypse or Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I like that skull he's coming with.
Yeah, dude, that's cool. Somebody will recast it. You'll be able to get them. And then
I'm just trying to think like if I should buy this instead of the Build-A-Figure and just like mod
dude,
up.
I would. I mean, you can pre-order them right now for like $30. Like that's retail. I mean, just do it. And it'll be a little project, you know. And it's like, save you some money. And then, how do you guys think they're so like they tease?
I'll be back, guys.
All right, dude. He's got to go buy some Mythic Legions. They tease that Sentinel. How do you all think that they're going to put that out?
What do you mean?
Gotta build a figure.
It's got to be a pulse.
How they're going to release it? Like, I
It's going to have to be a pulse.
It's going to be a HasLab thing.
That's what I was thinking too. And if it is, I'm in. I'm in for one. I'm in for one, man.
Yeah, I can see myself in for one.
How big is that thing supposed to be?
I don't
Bigger than your bad dragon.
Huge.
Don't be so sure.
I think it's supposed to be Unicron size, isn't it?
Holy shit.
I don't know, because Jason was talking about this in the chat, in our group chat. He was like, they put it up and people were all over the place. They're like, that leg, because they showed the leg next to Rogue, and to me it looked like the leg was 2.5 Rogues, which would be like 12 inches or whatever. But then everyone was like, people were like in the comments of it was like on one of the Marvel.
If it's a 6-inch figure that it's standing next to, 2.5
She's
isn't going to be 12 inches.
She's about 5 inches though. She's a little bit smaller, I think.
Rogue is?
Not
I thought
Rogue.
it was next to Jubilee and Wolverine.
Jubilee, and she was like in a stance or whatever. But then like people in the comments were like, that leg's 2 feet tall, or like that leg's 20 inches, and I was like, wait, what? Like, no, I don't think it's. But I do think it's going to be big, too big to be a Build-A-Figure.
Those are the guys that tell their girlfriends that they got 6 inches.
Yeah, they go like they go like this. They'll be like,
Start back at the balls, honey.
Yeah, hey, this is 9 inches, right? Yeah, that's 9 inches.
I got a magnifying glass that say I can make it as big as I want.
I think with
just not too long in one position, right?
Right.
Bingo. Yeah, I think the HasLab I think is going to be their route, and because it's like they're not losing anything. They're not taking the risk of putting a $200 Sentinel at a Target that nobody's going to fucking buy it except for us.
Oh, it'll be more than that, because if it's going to be that big, they got room for lights and electronics, and they need to add that shit.
Yeah, I feel like we can't compare it to the Unicron because the parts count's obviously going to be way low, but them adding stuff like that, I don't need the sounds, but if that thing lit up,
it needs to be a karaoke machine that plays the X-Men theme.
Fuck yeah.
I guess you can't sing it because there's no words. Yeah, you can just put your mouth.
Yeah, it's gonna be na 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 na.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. I think it's cool. I think that they definitely have figured out that like Marvel Legends people just eat the X-Men shit up, dude. Like you just can't get enough.
They were starved for good X-Men figures for years. And now you're getting inundated with amazing figures that people have been clamoring for a long time. So
yeah,
I think it's awesome to see that they're getting the love.
Yeah, me too. It's just like stuff that I'm not even in on, but I just think it's good that people are getting what they want. You know, Hasbro's making money off it, and I think like I like that they do these live streams and stuff because you get to hear from like the people who are behind it, and like they do give a shit, you know, which I think is cool to see. That we don't always see that, and it's like they really care about the properties. They want to make good toys, you know. They're listening to feedback and kind of paying attention to what people like. They're not some like bean counters in suits, you know.
Exactly. And it's the bean counters in suits that impose budgets and limitations upon what they design, and that's why you see changes made. And that's why you get unhappy people. If you didn't have to abide by those restrictions that are placed upon them, I'm sure you would get a lot more awesome shit than you do get.
Oh, for sure, man.
Hasbro's giving us new Warriors and Thunderbolts, and I mean they've been going heavy with the fucking Thunderbolts.
It's like they almost just can't lose because every wave that they put out, there might be stuff that peg warms for a minute or after a while, right? But when it first hits, it doesn't matter who it is. Like who's that dude with the skateboard, Nick?
Night Thrasher.
Like people were like tripping over their dicks to get one, and I'm like,
hell yeah.
Like I don't know who Night Thrasher is, and like I'm sure a lot of these people didn't. Some did.
Night Thrasher was awesome.
A lot of them that didn't were just like it's a new Marvel Legends toy, and it's new in the store. So I feel like it does have like they got an appeal even if they're not. And I mean, like obviously with the Build-A-Figure thing, they do a good job of like getting people to buy whole waves. And they got a good model, and they need to kind of keep doing what they're doing. But then it seems like they're willing to keep doing what they're doing, but also give us more.
Yeah.
You know, Nick, you mentioned that Hawkeye has double jointed elbows, but like no visible pins.
Somebody else said that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's improvement on the fly. That I don't think they need to do that, but it's showing that they're saying, hey, we can give you a little bit more. Here's a little bit more. You know,
it's gonna be interesting to see how those pop off.
You know what? I think.
I
think they've been
a mess, but
I think they've been moving in that direction where they're trying. I think Hasbro's been moving in the direction where they're trying to make little improvements aesthetically, because I think they're trying to compete with definitely a higher market of figure. I think they're trying to take on like those companies, even though they don't have to, because it's a $20 to $30 pricing. You know, it's kind of like I don't know what you do, but I never.
It's a different market, too. You know what I mean?
It is, and I never expect them to compete with figure arts. I just don't. Now, if they do, if one particular figure is as good as or better than a figure arts figure, I go, wow, that's amazing. You know, but I don't usually
get close to that, man. I think we're getting close to it, dude.
I think Hasbro is really stepping up their game when it comes to these. Like, there's 6-inch figures in almost every line that they do. Like, their Black Series, fucking incredible stuff, man. I'm telling you. That doesn't mean they don't have a dud on occasion. They do. It happens. It's going to happen. It'll happen in Marvel Legends, too.
And then plus, also, what you got to think about with Hasbro is that they're putting out way more. So, like, say for Star Wars or Marvel, Hasbro puts out 10 figures for every one figure arts that comes out. You know what I mean? So it's like they're gonna have more duds in there just by if you just do the math, you know. But like you talked about stacking up to figure arts, man. Like in my opinion, I think that I haven't handled either one, but I think the Black Series Count Dooku looks better than the figure arts one. You know?
Now, see, some people say that, but some people say that they don't. They disagree.
And again, I don't have either one. But here's some like talking about something that I have had or kind of do still own, the Lightning Collection Power Rangers, those are like way more posable, like well articulated than the Figure Arts ones. Like the Figure Arts ones look better. I think they look more like they did on the screen, but like that, the Lightning Collection ones are way more fun to pose. Like I just get, like my kids got all those. Like I still mess with them, and I got the Figure Arts for myself. But like the Lightning Collection ones, they could do way more than the Figure Arts could, you know. And that's for $20, $22, you know.
Right, and that's where I think they're shining, and with that, they're making it where it, but they're also hitting it pretty well on aesthetic. Like the Black Series
I don't think it
Jenga
looks bad at all.
No, the Black Series Jenga Fett that they did, to me, I think it's better than the Figure Arts. I like the Black Series one.
I had that.
Say that very often,
Figure Arts one. It was a piece of shit, dude. It was a piece of, it didn't have a neck.
Yeah.
And
yeah, exactly.
Torso fell off, dude.
Yeah.
So here's something, Russ. I don't know if you picked up on this, but a lot of times when they do those archive waves, like people bitch about it, saying like, "Oh, you're giving us figures that we already got," right? But when they re-release, like they just re-released Lando, right? But it's the same figure, but with the face print on his head.
Right.
The old Lando didn't get it. And then on top of that, they're not taking these vintage carded waves and replacing another wave with them. You know what I mean? Like
they did it with
releasing them in concert with what they're normally releasing, so it's not like
they did it with the Luke Skywalker figure. They Jedi. They improved the face.
Yeah, the X-wing Luke too. I mean, it was the exact same toy, exact same accessories, but you just got that face print, which is like, and I mean, it's like, what else can they do than say, like, we can do better now, so now we're gonna put that better thing out. Like,
well, and if you're like, for you guys that are customizers, like Nick, especially, like I think it's important that they're working on face sculpt and that they're working on and that digital paint face. They do on the face, the print. It's important that they do that, because when you get a hold of a figure, it's nice to be able to take it and there's a market for that. There's like a portion of their sales are because of customizers. People like to do that shit and like to be able to make something and use. So it's important that they get that stuff right too, because that's part of their sales, you know. And I think it's good that they're hitting on that. I like that. It's cool that you get a face that you look at a figure and go, yeah, I can definitely use that head for something else. Yeah, it's like, all right.
I mean, it's just cool to, like, because a lot of the ones I bought, you say I don't collect them anymore, but some of the ones I'm like, just looks so damn good. Like the Padme, it looks so damn good. Like I gotta buy it, you know, and I just end up giving it to my kids or whatever, you know. But it's just like they got my money out of it, you know.
I agree, and it's really cool. But yeah, all right. So sorry, we kind of went too much deep into toys there. I know that's kind of our mantra there.
No, it's cool with me, man. Shit.
Yeah, no, we but you know, I mean, I do think it's awesome that we're seeing, you know, stuff that's a lot easier, a lot more available to us. That's better than it used to be. I mean, it's cool. You know, it's good to be able to walk into a Walmart and go, oh, look at all this cool shit on the peg and it looks good. You know, it's cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's nice.
You know, so you can get something for $20 to $30. That's nice, man. You know, that's a good deal. So
one of my Walmart.
Was that?
Sorry about that. I was just saying one of my Walmarts does not carry Black Series, does not carry fucking Marvel Legends, nothing.
Nick, I got one near me that's like,
and then
it's like a Walmart, like a minimized one, you know?
Yeah, but then you go into the fucking video section, and right next to the Nintendo Switch stuff, they got fucking NECA horror shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I picked up Part 4 Jason there, and that was the last one I needed from all the NECAs they made.
No, yeah, dude, they had are you looking for any of those Terminators, Nick, or anything like that?
Mm-mm.
Okay, because I was gonna say they had them by me. I don't know if anyone's looking for them, but
what were you gonna say, Russ?
Well, I was saying, when I go into my Walmart, it's like I will admit it's kind of a crapshoot. As to you know, I may luck out and find a Marvel Legends figures that I'm looking for, but most of the time it's old stuff. My Walmart is always like way behind, man, constantly. And there's no like Black Series. There's no new Black Series, and there won't be probably for a while because they just is hardly and there's hardly a Star Wars section. There's they got like the what's it called, those blade builders. Those little lightsabers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's about all they have. There's a lot of that. They don't even have any 3/4 shit. They've got a few of the 6-inch. What's that? The cat, the guy from the video game, Cal Custis, is his name?
Custis.
Yeah.
Custis, yeah. They've got like one of him, and I can't remember what the other. There's like only a couple of 6-inch figures there, not much, and it's like there's no new stock. It's all just shit that's been out for months. It's like, God, dude.
My two. I got a Target and a Walmart here. They've been pretty bare.
It's weird.
Since the quarantine started, I'll say, it was like turning over. I haven't been able to find much. Not that I'm out looking. If I'm there anyways, I'll go look.
Well, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it is because of but it's just May the 4th is supposed to be a big deal for Star Wars, right? And I'm always thinking, they should be putting out new shit. Nothing.
So we got like that new vintage wave, but that was and like they got an end cap right now, but then it's like they got some Black Series stuff on the pegs, and then it's like fucking pops and stuff. So.
You motherfuckers out west, man, got all the good shit, dude.
Depends.
I hear some jealousy.
A little bit. I mean, our GameStops stink around here. They don't even have anything decent. And if you do find something, you're like, oh, great, I got to spend $30 on this for something that should cost me $20. Thanks.
Man, speaking of GameStop,
what were you going to say, Josh?
I was going to say, speaking of GameStop, if any of you go buy one, see if they got any of those animation accurate SH Figuarts Ultraman figures, because they got them on clearance for $18 right now. But you can order them online, and my store doesn't have any. So I'm trying to find one because I love Ultraman.
Yeah, I'll try to go. Me too. I'll look on Monday. I think I can go on Monday.
I'll check mine tomorrow.
I'll check it out. I don't know what's.
I know there's supposed to be some sales going on a lot. And Jason was pointing out, I guess, saying,
they got a buy one get one half off sale right now on their action figures.
For like Hasbro stuff. I don't know if there's anything, but So Russ, what do you think about that? Because like you mentioned that about GameStop, and my thing with them is like they always have stuff that Target and Walmart doesn't have. So I'm kind of willing to pay a little bit more to go there. Like,
it's worth it if it's something that you really are looking for.
Yeah, they more than Target and Walmart are willing to clearance out older stuff to get newer stuff in.
Be right back, guys.
They are.
Some coffee.
Right on, man.
All right, babe.
Because I think,
that like for instance, like they have the Diamond Select Castlevania wave there. Okay, like I wouldn't even try, but I did look in Targets, and there's none of them are gonna have that shit. You know what I mean? That's something that you're
Toys R Us being gone, man. Your options are a little bit more limited.
Exactly, and that's the downside with no Toys R Us. Toys R Us did have a section where they let stuff like the smaller figure lines, even some they would like they were big NECA.
They had like the collector corner or whatever.
Right, and that was important because they had cool shit there, and like now, so now you're stuck with GameStop. GameStop's kind of your only option for certain things now. I mean, unless you order online, but you can always do that. But if you're like, I still like to hunt. I like to go out and look. Hope I'll come across something.
Well, it's like what Rob was saying about Hobby Time, man. It's like I like the impulse buy.
Yeah, I do. I mean, Anna hates it, but I like it.
I'll go to a GameStop looking for something for my kid, and then I'll end up finding a couple figures, and like, hey, they're here. I'll grab them.
It's really bad for me because of my comic store. He's got the loose fucking Marvel Legends.
Oh, dude, that would kill me, bro. I'd be like, take my fucking money. Like it's
so just like walk in and just like, oh wow, yeah. $5 here, $8 here, you know.
Yeah, and and it's like at those prices, dude, it's like nothing. Like, let me get this, you know.
And especially you, Nick, because you like to use shit for customizing and stuff. So I'm sure you're finding some cheap shit, dude. You know, and I just stoked that you found a figure that I didn't find anywhere around me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, Nick, you're my fucking hero. I couldn't believe. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, man.
That's something like if I were ever to open, like let's say I opened a comic book shop, that is something that, at least in my town, I would corner the market on, is like used figures, because like we got one local comic shop, and like you could tell that they just don't know really what they're doing with it. Like, I think they'll take stuff that people bring in, but you can tell they're not like actively looking for it, man. Like I would be running through that stuff, man. I think that's cool, Nick, that you got that.
Yeah, man, this dude's probably got like 25% of his retail space set up for like used old figures and shit.
Yeah, and Nick, like that, like imagine that. So like, let's say someone just walks in and they're like, I'm looking for the newest issue of East of West, and they spend a few bucks on it. Are they like, and then like, let's say they're looking around, are they more likely to buy a $20 to $25 Marvel Legend, or like an $8 Marvel Legend that's loose?
Yeah, because
either way, the store's getting that money, and they're getting more money out of that customer. And it's like you said, like maybe they start looking through it and they're like, oh, this is $5, let me grab it. This is $8, let me grab it. And then by the all said and done, you're getting $40 out of the person. You know, I think that's like a super smart thing that I wish like more comic shops did that, because I love doing that shit, man. Just digging through the bins, you know.
Yeah, man, this dude has it all. He has like the dollar bins. He's got, you know.
And then it's like, dude, imagine if you got young kids. You just go dig through the bins, man. You know.
and then he's done the one that I like is he's got like certain storylines all put together.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
So like it'll be like the 20 issues of the comic in a fucking bag.
Yeah,
you know,
awesome, man.
Yeah.
And that dude's smart, man. Is that Yancey Street?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good way to get rid of back issues, for one.
And
did that thing come with a certificate of authenticity?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Shit.
Awesome, dude. So cool.
Oh, the Spawn? Yeah, that's fucking great.
I
love that.
No.
The comic he sent me.
Oh, the comic. Okay. All right.
Kate's Kate's Supernatural picture showed up today. Well, not today, but dude. we got the frames for them like yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, so they're hanging up above Sid. So it's like two pictures, and it's the whole cast except for like the one change I think is fucking Devil Guy, not Lucifer. Crowley. Crowley's in one, and who's my dude? Fucking Castiel's in the other.
Castiel, okay.
Was she cool about that?
No, because I was gonna pick out something a lot more expensive, and she shit when she saw how much money I was gonna spend.
Oh dang!
So she was like, "Why don't we get something more like this?" And I was like, "Okay." I hate that. Like when you're trying to get somebody a gift and they're like,
yeah,
that's too much. I hate that.
Yeah,
me too. Anna does it constantly, and I get, and I know why. She's just trying to look out, and she don't want, because I'll word, and and she knows that, and I will, but when you're trying to get a gift for someone, it's frustrating when somebody says, no, you can't spend that on me. You know,
So
and like before,
Jackie does that. She's the worst, man. She won't even tell me what she wants. She'll be like, I gave you these hints, and I'm like, no, that's not enough. You need to send me a link. You need to be more concrete.
Send you a link.
Yeah. I buy my own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Nick?
What
were you saying, Nick?
Oh no, Rob said he buys his own. I was like, I hear that.
Oh yeah, we've done that too. Like especially at Christmas time.
Yeah, it's fucking cool though.
Nice.
But yeah, no.
Man.
It's just been like a big thing this year so far. Like Cal turned 12 on the 2nd of this month, so he got my old TV that was here. So I have a monitor in here now, and like
Nice.
so I can't turn. It has no speakers because it's just a monitor. But anyways, he got the TV and the PlayStation over in his bedroom.
You haven't seen him for weeks.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
we got Kate.
Dude.
We got Kate a whole bunch of art stuff.
He's
So-
12. The reason why you ain't seen him for weeks is because he's now spanking it.
Oh, let's not get into that shit.
If he is, good on him, dude. Good for him, man. Shit, that's cool. Fuck yeah, get that action while you can, bro.
You can always beat off. What are you talking about?
Good
Right?
night.
Hey, when you get older, dude, it just loses its kind of
Yeah, dude. Hey,
excitement.
dude, I can't agree with that, but I'll say it does get more difficult logistically, man. You know, living in the house with all these
That's
damn
part-
people, man. They don't leave me alone.
Yeah, man. Can't catch a fucking break. Goddamn.
Yeah, everybody's always asking me for stuff.
Yeah, right.
I know
Like, leave me
that
alone.
pain.
Yeah,
I know that pain.
figure it out. Take care of yourself.
Right?
Here for a few minutes.
Oh shit.
Shut up. Leave me alone.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Do we have any topics we're going to go over tonight or anything we're going to discuss tonight? What are we doing? We have some
We
news
had
things to
some.
discuss.
Yeah, we got some news. Hey, did you guys? Any of you guys ever watch the old Spawn show from HBO?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, it's good, dude. It's good.
Hey man, I've been on a Spawn kick, dude. I started watching that, dude. I dig it, man. It's pretty cool.
It's
Pretty cool.
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. I really enjoyed it actually. And I remember Anna. I was watching. Anna's like, "What the fuck are you watching?"
Yeah,
I was like, "Dude, this is the
it's
greatest show ever."
It's like explicit, man. And
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is.
but yeah, I was kind of just been falling down this Spawn rabbit hole. And honestly, that other than the old movie from like '97, I've never read a Spawn book or anything. So that's like there's like
Oh
the only,
really?
yeah. It's like so I got the volume 1. It'll be here like Tuesday or something. But
Man.
I that's like the first Spawn kind of fiction that I've ever watched, and I'm like, shit, dude, this is pretty cool. This is after I backed the Kickstarter, mind you. You know.
I guess it's better late than never.
Yeah, I was like, hey, you know, well, Nick, hey, those dollar signs hit my mind 1st.
Mhm.
You know, I just,
That's right.
you know,
That's right.
All that fucking money you can make, right? Yeah.
Double trilogy. What?
yeah. Well, you're gonna make more millions than me because I only got the double, but whatever.
Right. Double trilogy. Bit.
Can't all be as cool as you.
Oh, it's great.
It comes with the spinning rims.
Yeah.
And they spinning and they spinning and they spinning.
Oh god.
That's awesome.
I think
dude.
everybody Spawn needs some spinning rims.
Yeah.
It's right on the boot. All right, so did you guys want to hit those news topics?
Sure.
Let's run through them.
The Snyder
Yeah,
cut
man.
is the real thing, people.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Legit, dude. That's legit.
So I'll say that they were successful in. I'm gonna get HBO Max or whatever just for this. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I signed up for it last night.
Yeah. Because I want to check it out, man. I don't know if it'll be better, worse. I don't know. I want to check it out though.
Well,
Alright,
I
what
was,
is- Go ahead, Josh. Sorry.
I was reading an article, and Zack Snyder gave an interview, and he said, from what he's been told, because he's not watched the theatrical release, they only used about 25% of his version of the movie, and it's a completely different movie. And Warner Brothers is giving him and his team $20+ million to finish all the visual effects and for editing.
Oh, hell yeah.
So it'll be ready to go for next year.
Yeah, so Josh, what I kind of understood was that as far as like the shooting goes, like Zack Snyder had shot like all or most of it.
Yeah, he had shot just about his entire version of what he
Yeah,
wanted to do.
and like all the like they were in post production when he kind of had to dip, and then
Explain to me, wait a minute. Are you telling me that he had pretty much the whole movie done,
Yeah,
and they came in and shot a ton of shit and threw most of what he did out?
yes.
yeah, I think they were.
That's why people have been screaming for the past 3 years to release the Snyder Cut, because the theatrical release was so subpar.
Yeah, and I think you know, it's. I think the studio had their issues with Zack Snyder, and they kind of used that as an excuse to kind of do what they thought was right, and hopefully they're listening, man. Like, do you guys think that the Joker success kind of had any influence on that, with kind of giving a director and a more freedom and seeing how much money it made, dude?
Yes.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you know what kills me, man? Look, okay, what are you fucking in the business for? You're in the business to make fucking quality movie that people want to see, make lots of fucking money, and a really healthy return on your investment. So how is it even profitable to have the movie shot all the way and then go, oh yeah, we're having problems with this director, so adios. Bring a new guy in, reshoot 80% of the fucking movie. It's like a waste.
Yeah. And it's like, so,
Well, see, real quick.
Yeah,
The thing with Justice League was it wasn't just one other director. There was somebody else besides Whedon, wasn't there? There was like a fill-in.
Yeah, that I don't know. I don't know about that. I can't speak on
It
that.
was.
I'm not
It's
100%
worse than I thought.
sure, but there
Yeah,
were a
'cause
lot of
it-
hands in the fucking cookie jar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's at least two completely distinct movies that you can watch.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like almost, I mean, from scene to scene. But I think if Zack Snyder's got all that filming done, I think it was. I think like there's going to be something salvageable there, man. It's like with things like this, man. I can't say whether it's going to be good or not. I'm not going to shit on it, and I'm not going to say, oh, we got our Justice League we deserve, because I don't fucking know yet. But I feel like with this, there is, like, I always look at like what precedents do we have, and we got the Batman versus Superman. We have the theatrical release, which I think is not good, and I don't enjoy it, and then we have the director's cut, which I really enjoy. So I think like that in itself gives me hope, because you know we've kind of seen almost this exact scenario, and it worked out well for me as a fan with what I wanted. Not to say that Batman vs Superman, the extended cut, was perfect. It still has like the things that I criticize Zack Snyder for, but it's way better. It's a much better movie.
I enjoyed it better than the theatrical release, though. I did.
Yeah.
Superman versus.
What about fucking Superman 2? The Donner cut.
The Donner cut I like better than the original.
That was something I was
what, though?
ask you guys about. Are there any other like director's cut type movies that you enjoy more? Because I don't have another answer other than Batman vs Superman. Well, Superman 2, obviously, but
Superman 2, the original Lethal Weapon, the director's cut's better than the theatrical release. There's a few others out there, but in most instances, a director's cut, the Affleck Daredevil, the director's cut, far superior than the theatrical cut.
Yeah, but that's
check
not
that
the
out,
same.
man.
Dude, I still like that movie. That movie wasn't bad.
That was a terrible movie, Josh. You're crazy.
I am crazy.
I hated it.
The producer's cut of Halloween 6, the Revenge of Michael Myers.
Yep, that one was very good.
Holy shit! You talk about a violent fucking Halloween movie.
Yeah, it was.
Was that extended
because
edition Suicide Squad a director's cut, or was that just extended trailer shit thrown in?
I don't think that they ever did different cuts of that. Well, I
know they didn't extend.
Lowry said Blade Runner. Yes, the final cut of Blade Runner that that came out a couple of years ago. That one's
Here's
really
here's
good.
what I would want to see, man. So as much as I like Rogue One, they reshot a lot of that. I would like to see what like the original director's cut of that would have been. I think that would be interesting, man.
Well, we know that Darth Vader wasn't going to be in it doing that badass shit that he did at the end.
Yeah, so maybe I would have liked it less.
Yeah.
Maybe just leave that baby in the bed.
Honest to God,
That's
I
a good
despise
point, Doc.
that
That's a
movie.
good point.
As much as I hate the end of that movie, the one thing that salvages it for me was the fucking Vader scene. That's fucking amazing.
So cool.
Yeah, the director's cut of Aliens, the James Cameron director's cut of Aliens is really good. It's got more footage and it makes it longer, a little bit more explanation. It's not as choppy. It's pretty good. The Snyder cut comes out in 2021 on HBO Max, Brink. Oh, I see Sam just typed it in the chat.
Oh, the Snyder cut of Watchmen. The Snyder cut of Watchmen too.
Yeah, dude.
The ultimate cut of Watchmen.
I was gonna ask what was it with Zack Snyder, but then I was like, oh, it's fucking Warner Brothers, which we knew.
No.
Fucking Warner Brothers, man.
I'm worried about this fucking Candyman movie. I hope it does well.
Dude, when was that supposed to come out, Nick?
I don't remember. It was supposed to be this year.
Dude, if they're smart, they would release it to digital, man. I think any movie studio that is not doing that, they're fucking up, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's like you take Marvel, they got the fucking Black Widow wave of Marvel Legends coming out hitting right now, and they're like, oh, we're gonna put that movie out next year when the world's back to normal, which is never gonna happen. You know, like,
and the thing is, they're fucking themselves by doing that, because you're going to have your hardcore collectors that are going to go get it. But if the media is not there at the same time to support it, it's not going to help have that sales. That's what fucking killed the G.I. Joe line. Because
exactly.
3 weeks before it was supposed, 3 weeks before Retaliation was supposed to hit theaters, they said, we're delaying it for 9 months, going to give it 3D treatment, and the toys dropped 3 weeks later like they were supposed to, and they just sat there, crickets. And that's what killed the line at retail.
Dude. Yeah, that kills it, man. That's bad.
It's an odd choice, man. It's like,
yeah,
because I kind of equate it. Not that it's apples to apples, right? But it's like if I'm selling something online, like if I'm selling toys, let's say I got a lot and I want to get 100 for it, and I got I got someone that's like, I got 80. I'll give you 80, but I'll pay you right now. I'm gonna take that money, right? I'm gonna take the little cut just to sell them and move them, and I feel like that's what these studios. I don't know the ins and outs of everything, but I feel like they're just sitting on their hands right now, man. It's like releases and I want to see the numbers of like movies like Trolls 2 and like the Scoob movie, like that new Scooby-Doo movie. Like we bought it last weekend. I want to see what they're doing and how much money the studios are making. You know,
I'm tempted to get those toys, man, because there's a Blue Falcon, there's a Dirk.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they're making like a Hanna-Barbera universe, I think.
Muttley was there. I saw
that shit. Oh, Muttley? Oh, that's cool, dude. That's badass. All right, shit.
And the Blue Falcon and Dynamite.
Yeah, badass, dude. I'm just curious as to how this cut is going to be. What did you say it was? 80%. They nixed 80% of his footage.
He said that
of what he shot.
He said that of everything he shot, they used maybe 25% of it.
Oh, so about 7. So basically, 75% was totally reshot. It's gonna be like a whole different movie. You know that, right? I mean, that's what it's gonna be. It's almost gonna be like a whole different movie. That's gonna be crazy, man.
Yeah,
I don't see a problem with this though.
No, me neither. So Rob, I hope this is
maybe
because I hope it's like another thing for Warner Brothers to, and it's like this is a problem that you don't see with Marvel,
right?
You know, and it's like, what's the difference? What's the difference? You know?
Yeah, no. Well, the difference is you got people that seem to have the same vision. And they're going in a direction, and I feel like with the DC shit, it's a scramble, man. It's like they can't seem to get all their fucking shit together. It's insane. It kills me.
And maybe it's Disney's more careful about the directors they choose, or maybe they're just kind of more willing to to know the director and understand their vision. But then it's like with Zack Snyder, like they just gave him so much leeway, and then we're immediately like, but never mind. Like we're gonna let you helm all of this,
right?
But we're gonna change our mind in literally the second movie that you do. It's crazy to me. It's crazy.
Yeah, crazy. It makes no sense. It's why they sabotage themselves. Completely sabotage themselves.
I kind of liked it. So like the Marvel movies, I really don't think that there is like a shared maybe vision or kind of aesthetic, I'll say, for all of those movies, right? And I'm okay with that because when they need to do an Avengers movie, they find a way to make it work, whatever.
Sure.
But I think with DC, Zack Snyder was kind of setting up like this is the aesthetic for this universe, and I was cool with it because it's something different. It's something different than what Marvel was doing. You know, I think DC's didn't like that. I don't know. I can't speak for them.
You know, I think that you have you just have one side of it where they seem to understand what they're doing and as far as building a universe, and I almost feel like you've got too many fucking opinions with DC. We're dealing with the DC movies. I feel like there's like one director says he wants to do it like this, and they'll bring in somebody else and say no, he wants to do it like that. So, dude, just pick a fucking way to do it and go with it. Don't. Yeah. You know, I mean, and they mistreat the shit out of movies.
Plus, I think like studios, I don't think that they trust the consumer as much as they should. You know, because like you can tell with certain movies, like this is way too much plot exposition. Let me figure it out on my own. You know, and I think they maybe see these early cuts and they're like, oh, it's too dark, it's too whatever, it's too gritty, it's too that. People aren't gonna want this, but then like, people do want it. You know, and they don't want it. Yeah, I don't know.
Or people aren't smart enough to figure that out.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. No, I just think that
with the Batman Superman and like theatrical release, like I wasn't smart enough to figure out what the fuck was going on.
I mean, dude, it's easy to get lost.
Yeah. And then the director's cut, you know, it's no problem. I don't know.
I think that the way they market their movies too drives me crazy. I don't know. I hate the way they're going to do a movie this way and then changing your mind. And I will say this, you know, Disney, as great as they've done with the Marvel universe, and they haven't exactly done that great with Star Wars all the time either.
Dude,
you know, the whole changing your mind mid movie with a fucking director.
Well, like
it just drives me crazy.
I think with Marvel Rest, they had an endpoint, at least with this Thanos arc. This is where we want to end. But with Star Wars, they never fucking had. Like, how do you even do that? I don't know.
And you might be right about that. It makes a difference. It can make a difference, but it's just a bit of creativity. I don't know. Like that the movie, the Birds of Prey movie, for instance. Okay, you know. I had a real hard time with that movie because I feel like, first of all, I like the Birds of Prey. They were a cool little group. I dig them, you know. They're kind of but they're not a really well known. I don't know how well known they are. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like I don't know that like you guys and me, we're all gonna know it because we read comics. We're bigger fans of comic books than the average person is, right? So when you made this movie, and like I think more people know who Harley Quinn is than they do the Birds of Prey, you know? And I kind of felt like, whether it's a good movie or not, throw that aside for a second. I'm talking about just the marketing for the fucking movie. Why are you going to decide to go with calling it Birds of Prey instead of really trying to really flush out the character that's going to be well known, that's known, I think, going to be recognized? You know, amongst all the characters you're going to have in the movie, I just didn't get it. I felt like they basically are saying, yeah, Birds. This is the Birds of Prey movie, and oh yeah, Harley Quinn is in it. But you know, it's like what? And I just don't feel like they marketed it properly. I don't think like they ever market movies properly. For especially on the DC side of it. But I don't know. From what I hear, that movie wasn't that great anyway. So I'm sure everyone says so. So it probably doesn't matter. But I will say, marketing can get people into coming, more people to check a movie out. And you know what? You got their money. So
I kind of think that Marvel kind of out DC when it came to the movies. Because like Marvel's characters have always been like the gritty ones. They've always had, each Marvel character has had its flaw, and you know that's,
I agree.
You know, it's tragedy, and that's what Marvel characters are born out of.
Yeah.
Whereas DC's characters were more iconic. You know, they were. You know, you have the 7 of the Justice League, and they perfectly line up to the Greek gods and shit like that. You know,
Right.
DC's characters were always more like of a symbol, and I think Marvel hit upon that with the MCU. Like all those characters are there, like they raised them up to a status that they weren't at before.
Mm-hmm.
Like Hawkeye, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what they did.
I mean, shit.
Iron
Man was a B-lister when they made that movie. Everybody's like, an Iron Man movie? Really?
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, they were a C-list.
Good point.
If that,
But that's what you're saying, though, Nick. You're right. They managed to take these not so well known, even the comic book fans, right? Not maybe some comic fans not been so familiar with them, and bam, they made them relevant. And,
Nick,
you know,
I kind of agree with
cool.
you. I think that's what DC, at least, maybe they seem unwilling to do, but then it's like, I don't know, maybe they tried it with Birds of Prey.
Like,
I don't know.
To me, with DC's movies so far, with like these 2 Snyder movies, I haven't seen Aquaman or Harley Quinn yet. But with the
Aquaman's actually really good.
I love
surprisingly.
Aquaman.
Yeah. Check it out, man.
It's my favorite.
And I did see Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was good. I like that.
You watch Aquaman, and I'll watch Venom.
All right.
Aquaman's available to watch on HBO right now, and Venom's available to watch on Stars, Sam.
Bet.
But like you'll see the DC movies, like the music that they used had a harder edge, whereas Marvel's was more iconic, more horns and like iconic beats in the music. It was orchestral, where DC's was more like an industrial soundtrack almost. You know what I mean?
I see that. But I don't know.
They were trying to be too cool with the DC movies, basically, and with the Marvel movies, they just let them be corny, and
Yeah, I could agree with that. And not saying, and like I enjoy pretty much every one, but I could see that with all of them. Even Endgame, as much as I like that. And just so I was kind of thinking, with like the studios having their hand in it, like how much of an understanding of comic books in general do you think that they have?
I don't think anybody, besides probably like Feige and like a couple of his guys, probably. That's what
so.
I
Like,
think.
what kind of got me thinking about that? I was listening to I was listening to Nerd Rage, and they were talking about. Joe was talking about something being like people criticizing something as being too anime or whatever, and he kind of talked about there's like this confusion with confusing a genre with a medium, right? So it's like movies are a medium of entertainment. They're a medium of communicating something. Horror is a genre, right? Horror happens to be presented in movies, but then it's also presented in books, comic books, whatever. And I think that a lot of times with comic books, people have this really fixed idea of what a comic book is and what it represents. So it's like they confuse comic books. They don't see it as a medium. They see it as a genre. So I think when they think this is tied to a comic book property, it has to be flights and tights, superheroes. Whereas you have comics like American Vampire all the way to fucking Archie and Jughead, you know? So it's like comic books are a medium, they're not a genre. They're just a means of storytelling. And I think it'd be as silly as saying, like, watching something like, I don't like it, it's too television-y or too movie. It sounds insane, but people say that, I think, kind of in regards to comic books a lot. Like, it's too comic booky, or it needs to be more comic booky, maybe.
Yeah.
That's something I was been thinking about.
It's great. Too television-y.
Yeah, like, it's just too booky. What? What do you mean?
Yeah, right.
And like that's kind of what I think about. Great. Like the same thing with anime too, because you have you know, Gundam builders or whatever, build divers, and you have like Yu Yu Hakusho, you know, like different ends of the spectrum, but have to be medium.
Absolutely. That's so. I guess everyone's looking forward to this to the Snyder Cut. I'm assuming so.
I am.
At least we'll get to see if it.
It's content to watch.
Yeah, it's content to watch.
I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it, but you know I already have an HBO subscription, so if I still do when it drops, I'll watch
so
it.
It'll.
And Nick,
it'll be available to you, right? So
like what you just said, Nick, is like huge to me because it's like right now, give me anything to look forward to, you know, that I can.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
Like it's better, like because I posted about it in the realm and people were excited, you know, and people were like shitting on it, and it kind of, and then you get everything in between. But like to me, I'm just like, if it's good, it's good. If it's bad. I'm excited to watch it and find out, and then at the same time, it's something new that it's not going to be delayed because movie theaters still aren't open. You know, it's coming straight to me in my home. So whatever. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's a good way of looking at it. It's just it's some kind of fresh content to be excited about. So that's cool. You know, I dig it. Yeah, I think it's gonna be cool. I'm just looking forward to being able to like for all the discussion it's gonna create.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Me too. We'll all be able to debate. Is it better? And I don't see how it couldn't be better because
it doesn't have much to be better than.
Right, exactly. But all right. Well, what do you want to hit on next, Nicky boy?
Let's see.
You want to touch on the loss we had this week?
What one?
Yeah, I mean, not to bring. Don't want to bring the show down too much, but you know, we definitely had a former pro wrestler. Yeah, Shaq Gaspar. We had a pro wrestler. That is very sad. Sad. All kinds of stuff I've been hearing all kinds of stuff, and I don't know what's true and what isn't yet. Still kind of listening because you know some people like to just hit click, you know, do the clickbait shit. So let's throw something out there, and you're like, you know, it ain't about to be real. You know, like supposed to be there's a guy that said he could have saved him, but he just didn't. It's like
the
what?
Only thing
I'm sorry.
The only thing I've seen is that he saved his son, and they went to go back for him.
They get my son first, and
I heard that.
As they were getting his son and swimming away with his son, a wave crashed down on him, and he submerged, and they didn't see him again after that.
Right, and I think that's the legit story, right? That's the real story, and I feel like there's all been
reputable sources have been reporting that,
right? Yeah. Yes, and then every now and then you're looking at all the garbage, and you're like, get the fuck out of here. First of all, I have a hard time believing anybody would just have a legit shot at helping somebody and is not going to do it. I just don't believe that. But you know, but I tell you what, that's pretty fucking heroic. You know, I guess maybe it's not. I don't know. And the way Anna looked at it, she said, "Well, that's what he should do. It's his kid." She believes parents always sacrifice themselves for their children.
Any one of us would have
get that.
Yeah, exactly. But it's
You
like, that being said, I still don't think it downplays it. You know what I mean? Like, I
Neither
still
do
think
I.
No,
I agree with
not at
you.
all.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Sam.
That's
It's
fucking awesome,
it
man.
says something about him, and to me,
Yeah,
and
because
that's
like,
pretty
even in the
fucking cool.
moment of like literally life and death, he's thinking about someone
Yeah.
else. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's
Exactly.
It's fucking
Yeah, and it's tough to do. Tough to do when you're in that life and death situation.
Dude, yeah,
to
and that's
always
the
think
thing,
about
like,
somebody else.
you can sit, like, we can all sit here and say what we would do and what we should do, but then it's like,
Right.
I'd fucking drown him.
Nick's gonna be pissed at that. He's gonna be like,
Help me! Fuck
Yeah.
him!
he's gonna be like George on that episode of Seinfeld where the apartment was on fire and he's like shoving all the kids out of the way.
Yeah, I do have a really strong self-preservation. Like it would be tough for me to say, yeah, grab my kid. It would be hard because I'm a dude.
No, it would not.
That's right. It ain't too hard.
We'll do it in a heartbeat.
Push it. Just push his ass down so they don't see him before they get up there.
Hey,
Don't you have a son?
said to
I don't
me,
know.
Sam,
They must have already done got him.
Yeah.
No. Years ago, we were watching The Walking Dead, and there was one of the episodes where the two guys are running, and one of them's a big fat dude. And in order for them to get away, one of them shoots the fat guy in the leg. And he gets eaten up. He gets distracted. The zombies like stop to get a hold of him, and it gets the other dude gets away with the shit. You know, and he was like, and my son looks, he goes, "Yup." He said, "You know what, Dad? I'd shoot you in the leg." I was like, "What a dick!"
RJ.
Yeah. I told my wife, I said, that is fucked up. She goes, you wouldn't sacrifice yourself? I said, I want the choice, okay? I want the choice.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh, man, but that's... No, but
You might even
also
think about it for a hot second.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I know. Let me think for 1 second. Oh, right in the leg. You're done. You know?
Has he really done anything with his life?
Yeah.
All right. Kill me.
Yeah, fuck it. He's done. You know. But no, it's pretty. I mean, yeah. Like I said, it sucks to lose anybody. You know, and it like that. But you know, and he just happens to be someone that, if you're a pro wrestling fan, that you know from that world. But you know, it sounds like he was like that's a pretty good dad. You know, who would say, hey, save my kid.
Mention his name real quick, Russ. Because Prince said we didn't mention who it was.
And puts his
Chad Gaspard. Yeah. He said it earlier. He might not have heard you though, Josh. Yeah. Chad Gaspard. He was one half of a tag team called Crime Time. They were in the WWE. Back in the they were. I mean, back when DX reformed in 2005, 2006. That era, and they were. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people did not like them very much because of their gimmick. There were a lot of people that said it's a racist.
It was a very overtly racist, stereotypical black guy.
It was
tag team. Part of their gimmick was they would be stealing from fucking other teams and shit. It was,
and they would also
they were really talented guys.
They were really talented. And there's some of their shtick too is they always be outside selling tickets to the show and shit like that.
And then pocketing the cash.
Right. You know, so it was a lot of stupid stereotypes were put on them, and so they kind of. I think you're right, Josh. I think it overshadowed their in-ring talent, because they were really talented guys, and they had a little run, and then they couldn't use the whole Crime Time thing, so they ended up like they on the independents they went by different names and stuff. I think whenever they go, so it sucked. His tag team partner was what JTG. Is that what his name was? JTG, yeah, and he's the one that had like the grill, like right?
Yeah, he looked like a skinny now.
Yeah, Skinny Alley. But I mean, and like I said, like Josh said, there were a lot of kind of racist overtones. Let's be honest, there was. It was a lot of really bad shtick, a lot of bad generalizations and stereotypes.
Oh, that's
but
been true
they
of
were funny. Their
professional
antics were
wrestling as
funny.
long as it's existed. That's the
Thank
thing.
you.
That's
Absolutely,
part
it
of it.
has. Yeah, it's part of they like to push the envelope. They like to make you, they like to make you're going to laugh, but you're going to feel uncomfortable laughing, or you don't feel uncomfortable laughing. I don't know, one of the two. So I don't know. It's
laughing.
Nah, not at all. It's like terrible.
You're the devil.
I am. I'm the white devil. No, sorry. I'm going to hell. Jesus Christ. Anyway, but it sucks because, like I said, he was a talented guy, and he was a family man from what I hear. All the stuff I've been reading about him, he was
a few years
really,
ago. A few years ago, he made the news because he actually stepped up and saved a clerk in a convenience store during an armed robbery. So
yeah, see, I didn't hear the details. I just heard that he had done some heroic shit in his time. That's what I had heard. I didn't really know the details of what he's done, but I've read some different articles, so it's been kind of. So yeah, some articles give you more details than others. It's like you said, Josh. I don't read reputable news sites.
I keep posting links from We Got This Covered. I know.
Russ goes to We Got
the shit
like,
stuff,
this would be good to talk about. Stop posting shit from that website, Russ.
yeah. Josh is like, I tell you what, Josh is like, we'll talk about this when it's reputable, Russ. Okay. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, so everyone out there, if you're a religious person, say a little prayer for his family and his kids, and if you're not a religious person, just kind of have his family in your thoughts because it sucks, to like I said, to lose anybody like that is terrible. But this dude kind of went out in a heroic way, in my opinion. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't get much more honorable than saving your son.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. That's pretty special.
Go out, just imagine being able to go out a fucking hero like that, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So, it's like I said,
I would haunt my son
terrible,
and tell him how stupid he is getting out in the goddamn lip time.
And Nick would be like Calvi, they're trying to beat off.
The fuck were you thinking, boy?
Like, you owe me, boy.
You owe me, boy.
That would really suck. You'd ruin the poor kid's it's like, Dad, stop ruining my me time. God damn it.
I'm trying to
gotta name it.
Hair, leave me alone.
Fucking awesome. Oh my god.
Me, boy.
Oh, that's great. All right. What was our last story going to be? Was it the Boba Fett?
We got Ruby Rose. If you want to talk about that.
Oh, we can hit on that. Yeah, Ruby Rose.
She's out. She's out as Batwoman.
Goodbye.
She just quit.
Yeah.
Apparently, she didn't enjoy working the long hours required as a series lead.
Oh my god!
Oh wow, you're an actor.
Come on.
Josh, is that legit, Josh?
That's what people in her camp are saying. Because she's always done supporting roles, which don't require like 16 and 18-hour days on set. And she didn't like that. And after she did the whole year, she's like, "Yeah, I want to step back." And it could be linked to her mental health that she's actually been very open about, but she just said, it was a great opportunity. I, for the most part, enjoyed it, but I want to step back, and they're going to recast the role and let somebody else have a go at it. So
sucks, man.
I mean, it was an amicable split from what the report I was reading said.
Okay.
Well, there wasn't bad blood. There was tension on set and shit, but it's like there's no bad blood. Of course, that's what's being reported. Who knows what the real fucking
right.
True. But well, okay. Now we get to bash a little bit. Now I get to bash a little bit. Yeah. I really wasn't a big fan of the show anyway. So and honestly, yeah, I think she was part of.
Watched it. I haven't watched it, but I don't think anyone else has. But
I've not seen it.
Yeah, I watched the majority of the season, and I did get to a point where I was just like, ugh, I don't
pollute my TV with that CW shit.
I hear you. But I just but I will say
I only watch Supernatural.
That's been on the CW for how many years, Nick? 15?
Hey, Jack, that was on the
time
WB.
is done. 16.
That was on the WB.
Mm-hmm.
But they, he said before it was a CW. God damn. Yeah. But I will say maybe I think my big problem with it was the writing of the show. I just didn't like the writing. I thought the stories were
Russ, not
terrible.
liking writing in a fucking movie or a show? Fucking heaven forbid.
Can you believe it? Hey, can you believe it?
No!
Throwing me for a loop.
Holy shit!
Man.
Well, if people would...
Was it lazy writing,
Russ? We need to find out what Russ thinks is good writing.
Yeah, Russ is like, they just wanted everyone to think it was good and then leave it alone. So lazy. Trying to make some of this pleasing to everybody.
Write something that's good, and I'll say it's good. You know, you write a shitty Star Wars movie with a crappy ending, I want to call you on it. Sorry.
Oh my god.
You write a shitty Batwoman series, I'm gonna call you out on it.
Man, my issues with those shows, like, well, I mean, the writing, I don't know. I think it's cheesy, but then it's like I really was forgiving with those, but I think like just aesthetic things kind of got to me with them more than anything else. I remember when who's that dude John Diggle when he had that Magneto helmet for a minute.
Oh man,
that was great, dude. Man, yeah. I was laughing. I was like, dude, Marvel's gonna sue them. That's gimmick infringement.
I was out before them, but I just remember seeing that and I was like, "What in the world?" I like that character too. Make him a green.
And like I said, I don't know that she did a great job, but she didn't do a terrible job with the role. So whatever. I mean, I was one of those people when I was kind of excited to hear that she was going to do it because I kind of think of her as like an up and coming. Actress. Yeah. I thought maybe it might be fun to see her do something like this, and apparently, like you said, Josh, it makes sense. Maybe she just didn't like the. I mean, some people don't like that. Quality of life comes into play sometimes when you're doing a job, and if you're in a position to where you don't have to do it, great.
Yeah, and it's like a tough thing for her because it's like, that could have been a real opportunity, but then if it's like taking such a toll on you, it's not worth it.
Sure. Yeah. Exactly. So hey, I mean, I am glad that they're going to try, I guess, to bring it back again because, I mean, maybe they'll bring some better writers aboard too.
Well, I don't know about that. I know it was renewed in January for a second season, but they said they were definitely going. Whoever they cast in the role was going to be from the LGBTQ community. So. Because
they're going to go back in that direction again. I think that's important, I guess, because the character is.
Well, the character is, and it allows representation of that community, and what better way to fill it than to somebody of that community to represent themselves? That's it's more. It adds authenticity to it.
It does, that's a good point. It does, and God knows CW shows need authenticity.
They could benefit. Could benefit from it. Let's put it that way.
Let's put it that way. Yeah. So it's cool. So I mean, we'll see what happens.
Maybe now that her schedule's free. Maybe they'll do like my dream movie, which would be a gender bent version of the Crow and have her be the Crow. I would be all
Oh
for
my
that.
god, dude, that would be awesome.
Dude, that's what I
God
would
damn,
love
Josh.
to see.
You know what's crazy? I never would have thought of that. That's a really cool idea.
Yeah,
God
I've
damn.
only been thinking of it for about 2 or 3 years now. I'm like, I would love to see her
God,
be
you're
a female version of the Crow. Make a new Crow movie and
interesting.
have her be the Crow.
That might actually work.
Huh.
It works
Yeah,
for me.
it'd be
I'm
cool. It'd
telling
be
you.
interesting.
I'm telling you, it works for
Yeah.
me. Huh.
But you know, she doesn't like long hours, and being the star of a movie would probably mean she has to be around a lot. So
maybe she can get
might
her
not be her
meds.
thing.
Maybe she can get her meds balanced by then. Somebody make
Let's
this
hope,
happen.
man. Let's hope. Because I think she is a talented young actress who I think is going to get better and keep coming. You know, but she's just got to stick with it. So hopefully she'll get used to.
She's talented, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Nick. Here we go. Oh, that's great. Anyone out there, just don't send your hate mail this way.
Yeah.
Send it to Nick. All to Nick.
We got one more thing we can discuss.
Yes,
Yeah.
one more.
The fact
Boba
that,
Fett. Boba Fett.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not so much Boba Fett as in they announced about 2 weeks ago that Timothy Oliphant of
Yep.
Deadwood and Justified fame is going to be
Right.
in season 2 of The Mandalorian. And sources are reporting that even though Tamura Morrison has been cast as Boba Fett in season 2,
Mhm.
that Oliphant has filmed scenes in Boba Fett's armor. Which means if that is true, if there's any truth to this, he would be playing a character called Cobb Vanth, Cobbvanth, which was in Chuck Wendig's Aftermath novel.
Mhm.
He was a former slave who gained his freedom, and he became a self-appointed sheriff of a town on Tatooine called Freetown, and he purchased Mandalorian armor from some Jawas that they had salvaged from the Great Dune Sea by the Pit of Carcoon. Basically,
so
Boba
cool.
Fett's armor. Speculation is maybe this is part of the abandoned Boba Fett movie that they were talking about, part of the plot in it. You know, Cobb Vanth, maybe Boba Fett goes to Din Djarin, the Mandalorian, and says, "Hey, somebody's got my armor. Help me get it back," you know, and maybe we see a collision of
Or
who knows
dude,
how they could go through it, but
yeah, I'd like to see if like this dude was like poses him, and they're like, "Wait, I know where Boba Fett is," and they like find him, and he's just like retired and just kicking back, and you know, got a couple of Twilight girls around under his arm, you know, and he's like, "What do you want from me? I'm not doing shit. I'm retired. I'm not causing these problems." I mean, I know we had this on the thing last week. I don't think we ever got to it, but it's like I'm super excited to see Tamora Morrison into the fold because I mean it literally opens up like he could be Boba Fett, he could be Rex in a little cameo, he could be any of the clones. I think it's just so I love that dude.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's pretty cool, actually.
So I'm excited. I feel like this season, man, it's just jam-packed, dude. And it's like we got a lot to look forward to in that regard.
It worries me a little bit because I'm nervous that they're going to have they're taking on. It's like there were so many fucking bringing actors coming in, and I'm like, hope they're not going to try to like cram too much stuff in. That's all.
They've said that Rosario Dawson is rumored to be playing a live-action version of
Ahsoka.
And Katie
Right.
Sackhoff is supposed to be Bo-Katan, correct?
Yeah, dude, she's gonna be awesome. Man.
So
Yes.
So
She
like
she voiced Bo-Katan in Clone Wars, right?
yeah, that's
oh, I see.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
But I think she looks the
did.
part too. So like Josh,
No, I think
you know,
so.
if they say Ahsoka and Bo-Katan even if Rex makes something like that, might just be one episode. You know what I mean?
And it
could
might
be.
be
It could be.
flashback scenes, because they did say they were going to talk about the Siege of Mandalore some.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito's character, Moff Gideon, he
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
he
he
alluded
was
to the Siege of Mandalore when he had them all corralled into that
Yeah, like when
cantina
the
in that
like
last episode.
when the like the Imperials went and took over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think that's cool, man. I think that's super cool.
Well, yeah, and then he like cut his way out of the fucking ship with like a
The
very
darksaber.
recognizable.
Yeah, the dark saber, dude.
Yes.
I
You're
think
like,
they got-
how did he get that?
and it's like maybe it's gonna be one of those things. I gotta compare it to. It's like I don't know. Maybe the Dark Knight's a good example. Maybe not. But it's like Batman Begins was kind of like a more like a smaller story, and then like the Dark Knight kind of like blew the doors off the thing. And like, what if it's something like that where it's like they got you to know who the Mandalorian is, and then like this season they just like go balls to the walls. Like I think that'd be cool.
Brink
Possible.
said Oliphant played the Seth Bullock in Deadwood, a Western series. Now he's going to wear Boba Fett's armor in Star Wars, a Western-inspired series. And Boba was originally played by Jeremy Bullock, so Bullock equals Bullock.
Fucking Brink.
Really,
I love it.
He was cool as Seth Bullock in Deadwood, but I'm telling you, fucking watch Justified if you've never seen it before. They got the whole series on Hulu. It was on
Yeah.
FX. He played. As a great show. Check it out.
Yeah. Justified was good. It was good. Oh man, that's cool though. I mean, if anything, it's just fun that they're putting in. They're committing and they're putting in for this show, which I like it. I'm glad.
Yeah, and Russ, here's
Now
the
we're
good
gonna
thing.
get the story of the Boba Fett armor. And
Yeah.
its
Yeah.
lineage and trace through.
Lay it on me, man. And Russ, here's a good
Yeah.
thing: they're done filming. So no delays. Hopefully, no postponements.
We need
That's
more
cool, actually, shit.
Mandalorian. Give me more
Yeah.
Mandalorian.
Is it slated?
Anything.
It's slated for this fall, right?
Yeah, which could be anywhere from
Yeah.
October to the
Yeah.
mid-December. And it'll probably drop around late October,
Yeah,
early November, just like last season.
probably. That's fine with me. Give us a little treat before Christmas. That's good.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Nice Christmas present. I wonder how many episodes they're going to do. About the same episode count, or you think they're going to do more?
I don't know if
Yeah,
they've confirmed the
good
episode count yet or not.
Good question. What would you guys want to see, man? Would you want to? I mean, it's hard to tell.
As long
All
as
depends on how they do with the story. I mean,
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
put a bunch of filler in that shit.
And Rob, that's
don't
how I was
give
going
me-
to take with these. It's like, do what you need to do to tell your story.
I want to
Yeah.
see 6 half-hour episodes just
I
to
wanna
see
see
everybody
more
flip
than that.
out.
I would like to see at least. I would like to see at least 8.
Chaos Bringer.
I would like to see at least 8 episodes. Of whatever length they need to be to
Yeah.
tell a full cohesive story.
Well, that was the
I
cool
would
part.
prefer 10. But
In the
Me
first,
too. Me too.
in the
That
first
was-
15 minutes of my 30-minute episodes is just going to be the announcer from Clone Wars.
Yeah, then
Recapping the entire
I
saga.
would never watch
in
it.
great detail.
Yeah,
These
that
are
was the cool
so
part.
In the very beginning of time.
That was the
Fucking-
cool part about the first season of the series, though. All the episodes were different lengths because they just took whatever time they needed to tell that part of the story.
Fucking
Yeah,
Captain
yeah,
fucking Chaos. Jesus
And
Christ.
then, in the beginning of time. And then, like, with each recap, it's like 15 minutes, but then they add, like, another, like, 13 and 11 seconds to, like, recap the last episode.
Unknown to our heroes.
Good God, I have put down too many beers to tolerate you assholes this night.
Oh, Nick, that's funny.
Pull my
You
fucking hair
assholes
out.
shit.
Oh.
You got a mouse in your pocket?
But yet I am here, so wouldn't I effectively be one of those assholes?
Oh,
Indeed, you are.
I mean,
That's right,
I'm
motherfucker.
the
Asshole.
asshole.
Exception!
I'm the asshole. Everybody knows that. So
That's for damn sure. But
Fucking Dennis Leary is
I ain't
the
gonna deny
asshole
it.
for stealing that idea from Louis C.K. and then making a hit song out of it.
What's that?
Okay.
My audio went wonky for a minute. I couldn't hear what Nick was saying.
You said you were wonky.
I said that Dennis Leary is the real asshole for making that song and making it into a huge hit after having stolen it completely from Louis C.K.
Well, he says right in the song he's an asshole.
Yeah, true.
I mean, he was just
What
a
you do,
regular
man?
Joe with a regular job. You know,
Yeah.
average white
Yeah.
suburbanite slum.
Hey.
He liked football and porno and books about war. He had an average house with a nice hardwood floor.
That sounds like Josh's theme
Nice.
song.
Dude,
It sounds
I
like
know
a
that
fucking
song by
Dr. Seuss
heart.
book. Dr. Seuss. He stole that shit from Dr. Seuss. Okay.
All right.
Oh man. All right. Well, we're about the 2-hour mark. What do you guys want to do?
Go on, broadcasted.
All right. We'll end this bitch and go play.
All right.
Is everybody gonna hang out for a little bit, or are y'all gonna come in?
Yeah,
for a minute and
I'm
go
here,
fuck
man.
y'all out?
I'm here.
Yeah, I'll be
All
here.
right. Cool.
I'll try if I can make the move to click the mouse.
Heard.
Well, go get you some coffee. You gotta shake off that fucking beer. Go get some coffee.
But it's good stuff.
Oh, good lord! There he goes. He's gonna drink more beer.
Are we in the?
He's gonna
I'm gonna go
to
get some of
sleep.
that habanero ice cream. Wake my ass up.
Are we in the credits already,
Oh my
Josh?
No, I haven't rolled them yet.
No.
Oh shit! Peace, love, and hair grease, everybody. We're out.
Jeez.
Adios, guy.
Oh god.
That was great. He's like,
He's
"Come on, Josh,
near
get the fuck out of
again!"
here.
Yeah. I'm near. Later, everybody.
Peace.